Hi, welcome to another video. So Anthropic just dropped their Claude 5 generation models, and alongside the launch, Tariq from Anthropic published an article on X called The New Rules of Context Engineering for Claude 5 models. And this one is actually a big deal because it starts with a pretty wild admission. They removed around 80% of Claude Code's system prompt for the newest models, and after doing that, they saw no measurable performance loss. Let that sink in for a second. The system prompt that everyone has been obsessing over, reverse engineering, and copying into their own tools, they just deleted most of it, and the model got no worse. So today I want to break down what this article actually says, what the new rules are, and what it means for how you should be setting up your own Claude.md files, skills, and system prompts going forward. So let's get right into it. First, a quick refresher on what context engineering even means. When you send a message to Claude, your prompt is only a small part of what the model actually sees. The rest of the context is assembled from the system prompt, your skills, your Claude.md files, memory, and other sources. Context engineering is basically the craft of deciding what goes into that pile. Now, the core idea of the article is something they call unhobbling Claude. The claim is that the newer models were being overconstrained by all the old defensive instructions. When they looked at their internal transcripts, they found the poor model was getting conflicting guidance, like leave documentation as appropriate in one place and do not add comments in another place. So the model was basically being pulled in two directions at once by its own system prompt. The older models needed all those guardrails because they would do dumb stuff without them. But the newer models can actually interpret user intent properly. So a lot of those rules were just friction. They were hobbling the model instead of helping it. And based on that, the article lays out 6 big shifts in how you should do context engineering now. So let's go through them one by one. The first shift is going from giving Claude rules to letting Claude use judgment. The old style was stuff like default to writing no comments, never write multi-paragraph docstrings, don't create planning documents, very rigid, very defensive. The new style is a single line, like write code that reads like the surrounding code, match its comment density, naming an idiom, and I think that is honestly a much better instruction because it works in every code base. If your repo is heavily commented, the model comments. If it's minimal, the model stays minimal. You're not hard-coding a style. You're telling it to look around and blend in. The general rule they suggest is that you should only keep a hard rule if there's a demonstrated failure mode that the model can't reason through on its own. The second shift is going from giving examples to designing interfaces. This one is interesting. The old advice was to stuff your prompts with usage examples, but examples actually constrain the model's exploration because it just pattern matches on them. Instead, they say you should design expressive tool interfaces that hint at proper usage by themselves. The example they give is the Todo tool in Claude Code. The status parameter is just an enum with pending, in progress, and completed, and that enum alone teaches the model how the tool is supposed to be used. No examples needed. The interface is the documentation. The third shift is going from putting everything up front to progressive disclosure. Instead of one giant bloated system prompt, you move the detailed stuff into skills that get loaded only when they're needed. They even mention deferred tool loading, where the full tool definitions aren't in context at all, and the model searches for them on demand. So the default context stays small, and the heavy details come in just in time. The fourth shift is to stop repeating yourself. The old wisdom was that if something is important, you say it 3 times, in the system prompt, in the tool description, and in Claude.md. Now the advice is to say it once, in the tool description, and trust the model to read it. The fifth shift is memory. Instead of manually maintaining notes in Claude.md, Claude now saves relevant memories automatically, so a chunk of what people used Claude.md for is just handled by auto memory now. And the sixth shift is going from simple specs to rich references. Instead of describing what you want in a plain markdown file, give the model real artifacts. HTML mockups, detailed test suites, rubrics, code-based specifications. The models are now good enough to use these rich references properly, and they're way less ambiguous than prose, so those are the 6 shifts. But what should you actually do with your own setup? Well, the article gives some pretty practical advice. For your Claude.md files, keep them lightweight. They should only contain the repository purpose and the genuine gotchas, the architectural decisions and non-obvious conventions that the model cannot infer just by reading the code. All the obvious stuff, like this, is a React project. Use TypeScript, just delete it. The model can see that itself. For skills, they recommend lightweight guides that encode your team-specific opinions and knowledge, and any procedural workflows that are currently sitting in your Claude.md should probably be moved out into skills so they only load when relevant. And to help with all this cleanup, they've also shipped a /doctor command in Claude Code, which audits your skills and Claude.md files and helps you right-size them automatically so you can just run that on your existing setup and see what it flags as bloat. Now, here's my take on all of this. I think this is directionally correct, and honestly a bit funny because the entire ecosystem has spent the last year building massive rule files, mega prompts, and 2,000-line Claude.md files. And now Anthropic is basically saying, yeah, most of that is technical debt now, delete it. So if you invested a lot of time into a heavily engineered setup, this article is telling you that your guardrails might now be the thing holding the model back. But I'd also add a small grain of salt here. This advice is written for their newest and smartest models. If you're using cheaper or smaller models through other tools, which many people watching this channel do, those models often still need the rigid rules because they don't have the judgment to fill in the gaps. So I'd treat this as minimal context for frontier models, training wheels for everything else. The other thing I really like is that most of this advice is portable. The idea of judgment over rules, progressive disclosure, and rich references instead of vague specs. You can apply that to basically any agentic tool that lets you define rules and context, not just Claude Code. So my suggestion would be this. Open up your Claude.md or your rules files this week, and for every line, ask yourself one question. Can the model figure this out on its own from the code? If yes, delete the line. If it's a genuine gotcha, keep it, then run/doctor and let it clean up the rest. Overall, it's pretty cool. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you liked this video, consider donating through the Super Thanks option or becoming a member by clicking the Join button. Also, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, bye.